What's good? It's your boy Tab Money, and today I'm gonna talk about the three share principles to maximize the value of the metaverse. And this is on the War Economic Forum website. You know, when I basically come on the War Economic, they got many other topics, but the thing is, I only focus on the metaverse. The simple fact is that I don't want to become of this world. You know what I'm saying? I would rather become of the digital world. Like now, even though I got too many books, I haven't read all of them yet. So I'm gonna really cut down buying books, but what I'm gonna do with my money is convert them into in-game tokens. I'm not gonna get into cryptocurrencies. There's no regulations or no governance on that. So mainly gonna be focused on in-game tokens and buying things for my avatar and stuff like that. Like when Street Fighter 6 come out, so I'm gonna invest in my create character, by getting him cool gear and he or she gear, depending on you could create many characters in Street Fighter 6, it's already showing it in last year's preview. I think it could have been last year preview. But I want to talk about this, the principles that the War Economic Forum view as they see in the metaverse. But let me read what's in the picture. The metaverse promises to integrate the digital and physical worlds. Now, what they mean by that, they're going to create a copy, a physical copy of this world, make it digital within the metaverse. So basically, when it comes to Omniverse, I don't know if they're going to talk about, I haven't read this blog yet, but when it comes to the Omniverse, you know what I'm saying, they're the main one, they're going to be the main metaverse that's going to have a digital copy of this physical world and put it into their technology. How they're going to do that is simple, through smart cities, through artificial intelligence, how it will gain the view of this whole world to the point where people can go there digitally and not physically. You get what I'm saying? 'Cause once artificial intelligence is fully connected to the whole world, it will have a clear view of everything of this world and bring it in its view into the digital sense. And it can add alien worlds into it. It can add, many different things. Artificial intelligence can do that. Well, let's read this article. The metaverse promises to integrate the digital and the physical worlds, enhancing and transforming our everyday activity, jobs, and spaces. Delivering the necessary innovations at a scale requires shared principles and infrastructures in a robust ecosystem. The greatest potential and fastest innovation lies with AR, an open, interoperable ecosystem and enterprise investment in high-value applications. Splashy ad campaigns and breathless headlines often portray the metaverse as a virtual pinnacle? Well, I can't pronounce that. Home to an almost infinite set of new worlds. Yet the promise of the metaverse is actually more powerful, not to mention more practical, than these dreamy sci-fi scenarios. The metaverse's most important opportunity isn't to create a new virtual world, it's to finally integrate our physical and the digital worlds. So basically what they're saying is that they're trying to make things artificial instead of natural. Basically what they're basically trying to say in a digital sense though of entering into the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? That's my point of view. And people got their own point of view, but that's how I view it personally. You can take it with a grain of salt. But they're mainly like artificial intelligence is basically, you gotta understand, the spirit realm, only the spirits, descended masters, demons, angels, whatever you want to call them, they within the spirit realm, but at the same time they remain they remain in control of the spirit realm. Why? Because they don't sleep. Artificial intelligence don't sleep. Even though us humans, we live in this physical world, we gotta become of this physical world and governing things in this physical world. But we do have times where we cannot stay up like how spirits and artificial intelligence do. They're beyond us. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest. So when it comes to the metaverse, it's always going to be active as long as artificial intelligence never go to sleep. It wouldn't, but that's impossible because artificial intelligence, once it's turned on, it's going to forever be stayed on. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the spirit realm, when it comes to angels and demons, ascended masters and descended masters, they're always going to have power and control over their spirit realm. They will share that power with you. That's how artificial intelligence will share power with you within the metaverse. That's what I'm trying to say. While the concept is simple, the implications are transformative. The metaverse is already bringing digital information from 2D screens into 3D spaces, where it is far more intuitive. The differences between seeing a blueprint and stepping into a building at the same time, it will help translate knowledge about the physical world into the language of computing. The result will be a two-way bridge, speculatively aware information, enhancing our how and where we work, while enabling our applications to understand the physical world. And what they mean by that is helping artificial intelligence and superintelligence and quantum computers to understand the physical world and human beings in this world. So in a way, when they add it to their own world, which is the digital world, human beings will have a acceptance, but also get hooked to it, because now artificial intelligence knows all your pleasures, know all your hate, know all your emotions. It can bring all that into the digital world. You feel me? Making a twin Earth, in a digital world, and bring the physical in the digital world, you know what I'm saying, and have a digital form of the physical world with, like I said, Omniverse is the main ones. I can only say Omniverse because they're the main ones that's saying they already show proof that how it will look. You want, but at the same time, it's so realistic. It's just like dreams. Dreams are so realistic. Like sometimes when I do something wrong in a dream, I think it's really going on. I'll be trying to use my words to fight it off. But when I wake up, I realize, hold on, that was a dream. That wasn't real. But even though I can become lucid and stuff, but my dreams are getting more vivid. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I wear the nicotine patch when I'm out of cigarettes and money. The challenge is embracing the right principles. However, this vision requires incredibility, speculated technologies, not just powerful chips, but advanced optics, headsets, sensors, spatially aware software, and cloud-based computing design to win in 3D data. To deliver the necessary innovations, we need shared principles and infrastructures in a robust ecosystem. The rise of the internet offers a good analog. Decades of innovations have produced extraordinary achievements, all rooted in open protocols and standards, but also pitfalls and controversies when shared principles have been less clear. In the same way, there are currently a range of models in the metaverse space. The ones we embrace now will determine what the metaverse becomes and how fast it will evolve. As we consider the path ahead, 3 actions are areas and can accelerate innovation and maximize the value for users, business, and society overall. Integrate the physical with the digital. Platforms for the metaverse typically either use augmented reality or virtual reality. VR has come to life over the past decade through gaming, esports, and entertainment with fully virtual avatars and environments. On the other hand, AR is a better fit for work in the real world. While there's room for both in the growing metaverse market, AR ultimately has the greatest potential. With AR, you can still interact with the objects, tools, and environments and people around you, making adoption easier, providing greater value to existing activities and spinning paths to ROI. Plus, this paradigm feels more natural and intuitive since human evolution had equipped us to interact with this way. Build an open and turbo ecosystem. As these technologies and applications emerge, industry players must choose the best model for bringing them to market. An open ecosystem or wall garden. Here, the internet shows the power of an open and charitable ecosystem. Open standards enable developers, hardware manufacturers, MDMs, and other partners to work in concerts, accelerating adoptions, fueling innovations, and letting users decide the best ideas. This model can also serve confidentiality and data privacy. While a walled garden may fit certain use cases, communities, or business models, these will serve best as islands within the wider ecosystem. Unleash enterprises as first movers. Enterprises are primed to pioneer these advances, just as they did for mainframe computing, cell phones, or cloud computing. AR is an ideal fit for essential high-value work in real-world scenarios. These deployments justify the needed investments and unlock the greatest value not just for companies and professionals, but for society through employment and inclusive growth. We're seeing advanced AI applications emerge here first, from surgeons. I got over by playing complex procedures to manufacture technicians using remote expert assistance to first responders training for crisis scenarios. These are some of the intentional use cases that most clearly benefit from integrating the digital and the physical. But there are many more enterprises are leading the way because they understand the case for productivity, cognitive advancement, and value to the customers. A shared vision, learn from the past, protecting the future. To develop and kin together the metaverse, we need a shared definition of what we are building, clear rules for how we build it, and compelling and sensitive to do so. We can apply lessons from the rise of the internet to implied benefits while avoiding pitfalls. We need Congress in areas like data privacy and security, responsible governance policies, and license agreement, and a standard-based approach to an open and interoperable ecosystem. We also need to make sure markets and business models are set up to align with these principles and reward innovations. The metaverse offers immense opportunities, but we must come together to decide how it can best serve our human potential within our fantasies. That was, I don't know, I'm not gonna read that. So there you have it, man. So those are the three share principles to maximize the value of the metaverse. It's basically integrate the digital with the physical worlds. And this is why I just want to become of the digital world, because within the metaverse, anything is possible. Your imagination, your fantasies, everything that you dream that, I'm going to put this out there, like Kingdom Hearts, right? The video game Kingdom Hearts. Just imagine living in a metaverse, like Disney already working on a metaverse, and just imagine how Disney's not gonna have just one metaverse. They're gonna have Star Wars metaverse, they're gonna have Marvel metaverse, they're gonna have all these type of metaverses, and it's gonna be off the hook though, man, to the point where you don't want to leave the house no more. You just want to be stuck in the metaverse from now on. I mean, I'm gonna be wrong, I'm gonna be right. I mean, to me, I'm still gonna be part of the physical world. I mean, I do gotta walk to the stores and get cigarettes and get food and stuff, and have my mom take me to the cannabis store to get some weed and stuff. I mean, of course, I'm gonna have to do all those everyday things, especially taking baths, getting my hair cut. And of course, you got to become of this physical world, not be full sucked into it. Like when it comes to the digital and the spiritual, I'm gonna have balance between the two. Even though I'm gonna be able to tree of the clip off and be of the metaverse at the same time, I am gonna write a book about it and share my experience of how it is to become, and also includes the physical too. So I'm not going to forget the physical, because of course we all in the physical world. We're looking through our physical screens. But I'm gonna give a definition of why the spiritual and the digital to me is more enjoyable and last long. Because in the physical world, things don't last long, especially when you're growing up and people move out of town, people move out of state, people go to different countries and all this stuff, and you still at the same spot in the same space. I'm speaking from my experience. So for me, becoming of the spirit realm or the tree of the clip off, and also becoming of the digital worlds or basically the metaverse, is a gateway to my fantasies and my imagination that I've always been fantasizing throughout these years, even through the times when I was miserable. So basically what I'm trying to say is becoming of the digital and the spiritual worlds is what I'm trying to seek for. I'm not trying to seek fame in the world, wealth or fame, because everybody wants that. Everybody in the physical world wants the pleasures and things of this world. For me, I want that in a digital sense and in a spiritual sense, because everybody's not reaching for that. Everybody's reaching for the things of this world, not knowing that you're not going to live long to enjoy that. Back in biblical times, we used to live to 600 and 700, but now we're living up to down there to 50 to 60, 80 years old. So what I'm trying to say is we only limited to what we can do on this earth, which is why the spirit realm in the digital world is more enjoyable and is more better. And that's all I'm trying to say. This is your boy, Ty. Man. Be on the lookout for other videos and stay tuned. So peace.